Keep running. Help me, spirits. Hey, come on, Spectre.
Well. Got him.
Alright, good. Whew. Got some kind of weird blockade thing that stopped me from activating the traps.
It's finished. It's finished.
Just want to know if that was the right answer that I gave her. I mean, I guess by right answer, if the outcome by picking that is what I desired. Because fucking hell. Let's just question religion.
Yes.
Alright. Sabrina, run in circles. Stabby stabs.
Keeping an eye out.
Be cautious.
You know what? I'll just go there. This looks like it's just a dead end anyway, so. And it's almost time for bed. Oh gosh.
So, it's true. The gods are a sham that people have followed for thousands of years.
Whose voice was that? Hey, Adair.
Doesn't that just beat all? Here I was, wondering all this time whether all these terrible things were people's fault or the gods. Turns out they might be the same thing. Wonder how things would have gone different 15 years ago if the Raid Sarens had been told their god was made in some forge or kiln someplace. Would we still have gone to war?
It was their god who made them believe they were right. I doubt they'd have fought if they knew he was fallible.
I could see the rebellion still happening, but I don't know that they would have invaded.
He looks down at the ground, drumming his fingers against his side restlessly. When he speaks again, he seems half to himself.
I don't know. When Woden left for war, we, had a fight. As brothers will.
What about?
About him going off to war. He was set on it. My parents warned him. They said you get a new country with every trip across the border, but your god, you only get the one. Me? I didn't know who was right. All I knew was I didn't want him to go. It's the same for families as it is for gods. You only get the one. I said every vicious thing I could think of, trying to change his mind. He brushed it off. Just got me madder, of course, him being so calm. He said I should come with him, but he'd understand if I didn't want to. I told him he'd better be able to face his god one day and answer for what he'd done. He said he'd keep that in mind. And then, he was gone. By the time I'd cooled off, months had passed. One morning it dawns on me that my brother always knew better than me. If he was so sure of what he was doing, then I should be there with him. Packed my things and was on the road that same morning. Of course, what I didn't know then was he'd already changed his mind. By that time, he was dead on that field.
You think he went to Widewind because of what you said to him?
Crossed my mind. You live in a place like Gilded Vale. You don't have a whole lot else to do other than think about things you don't want to think about. I hope that wasn't it. I hope he went there because it's what he thought was right. seems I'm not meant to know.
So if you'd left with him, you'd have known why he changed his mind.
If I'd have left with him, we'd both be dead, so I don't know why I bother thinking about it. I found my own way in the end, and it wasn't my brother's and it wasn't my God's. I don't know if it was right. But I couldn't abide what Wydwin was doing to his own. God or not, I don't regret it. Whether Wydwin was Aothis, well, it hardly seems to matter after what we just heard. And all these questions I've been trying to figure out. I think I just miss my brother. Still one more mess we gotta straighten out. Come on then. I still owe you one.
Alrighty.
I can't see much, but I hear a noise like a pig choking on wet feed. So, I guess Durrance is breathing at least.
When did we get that shit? What was it? Ring of Searing Flames, yeah. Oh, they're lighting the way. That's Bareth right there.
Look at that. A city to put all others to shame. Lost. We light our own path now, Watcher.
Can you do that again? I had something in my eye. Missed most of it.
Wow, wow, wow. Boots of Speed.
Time to see and not be seen.
Brave thou
Sing it. Sing it, Kana. Strumming my thing with his fingers. Singing my life with his words. That'd be a good roleplay, huh? For a roll a bard, you just sing that song every time. Quickest way to lose viewers. We get it! Guardian's Dome. Oh, fuck, boys. All right. All right, rest I don't really care about. Huh. We frightened it? Kinda go. So we're gonna... Our Fractal, are we really close to the end?
Sure.
Like, I'll push through. Oh, I was kind of like, oh, should I tell him? Because then we're like, yeah, of course we're in. And then it's like, we're like 6 hours in. It's like, oh no, you're really almost there. Like, I have to go to bed. But if we're really close, I'd like to just end it right now. The shadows in the cavern suddenly lengthen and swallow you. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you find yourself in the midst of what must be another vision. You're surrounded by mists. The ground feels springy under your feet. You imagine that as soon as you take a step, the soil beneath you will erase all trace of your passage. As if on cue, the mist before you clear just enough for you to take a couple of steps forward. You do, and the fog closes behind you. You continue for several minutes in this manner, one step at a time. Okay. Never seeing more than the ground right in front of you. Eventually, rays of light cut through the haze, and you find yourself facing a canyon wall. What's that? Adair says, his head twists suddenly as though something had flown in front of his face. Something whizzes past you. Just as you turn, you catch another whir of movement. Out of the mist flits a shape, small and round. You think you see another, and another. They tickle the corners of your vision. You turn back to the canyon wall. The sun shifts along its path, and what looked like a smooth rock face is the hollow of a cave. A figure steps out, its features shifting and changing before your eyes.
He who sees and is not seen, save when he chooses, it seems.
Connor regards the figure with wary fascination.
I thought the god of mysteries my chief enemy at times, but one cannot seek out answers if the questions aren't there.
While the figure transforms from male to female, from Orlin to Amawa, its bones lengthening and its fur receding into its flesh. The only details that remain constant is a smooth, eyeless face. The whizzing, rushing shapes from the mist converge on the figure, and as they form a spinning cloud, you realize that they are eyes.
Your very past is a mystery. You bury it deep, reinventing yourself with each new path.
Cool. Drifter of choice mattered.
You unravel a thread, Watcher. One you have lost and discovered over generations. And following it to its end has only brought you back to the beginning.
The eyes track you even as they circle the god. Speak plainly. Wild giggles. A strangely modulated sound that rises and falls as the god shifts from one form to the next. And drain the meaning from the end you have almost achieved. Your search for answers to your past has led you to another mystery, and one grander still. I'm here to stop Wardica from tipping the balance of power. Which means that you must scatter the very thing she seeks.
A nebula of souls, blind and brimming with potential. The answer to Wardica's question and the beginning of yours. What would you do with them?
Oh, right, yeah, that's what they wanted. They wanted to fortify other souls in the Deerwood. Meh. I take it you've got something in mind? The clouds break and the torrent of rain washes Wiles' features clean. His blank face molds itself again, taking on the shape of something you've never seen before. Do not consign the souls of the fate of some god's choosing. You have found them. Now scatter them across existence, their destination known to neither god nor mortal. Let them be lost again, new answers to new riddles. Behind him, the sudden downpour has carved new caves into the canyon. What end would that serve?
No end, Watcher. That is the purpose.
But what would happen to the souls?
None know. They could end up anywhere in the realms of gods or mortals, whole or divided. Discovering them again and charting their course through the ether will be a new mystery.
Farewell, Weil.
That is a word for endings, and this is but a crossroads. Even I do not know what you would choose.
Shadows from the new caves melt and spread across the landscape, covering you in darkness. When the light returns, the vision is gone. Oh my god, so many options. So we can do like a shortcut, but we've never done shortcuts. Kinda. Mortal Kombat.